Well, the action heats up yet again at Sandown Park with the opening prelude series of the TAB Melbourne Cup this Thursday. Jason Adams is my name. I'm joined by George Ferrugia. And Georgie, we were treated to a really good card last week and just the same tomorrow. It's a couple of big names involved.
It's really starting to heat up now, Jason, isn't it? You know, obviously the 50 days till Melbourne Cup last week, and now we kick off with some preludes, and there's great racing all over the country, and we're all going to turn to Sandown Park in November, but the preludes kick off and we always see some really solid performances.
Let's concentrate on those three preludes. The opening one, George, the biggest names probably Tyler Durden and Weblek Blazer, but the query around them is they're not that great of beginners, and they've drawn a wide box, which certainly opens things up.
Yeah, and I reckon the odds highlight how even this race is, Jason. I think there's 5 of the 8 under double figures, and Carry On Angels at this stage the favourite. He ran 29.20, won there about 4 or 5 starts ago, Carry On Angel. And look, if he replicates that, he's going to be tough to beat. I think that Camp, Ange Langton and Jeff Britton have got a really high opinion of Weblek Blazer, but you can just tell, even in that Adelaide Cup race, he does things wrong still, doesn't he? He's just still a pup that's probably learning. I think the Prelude Series is only going to help him if he's going to be a chance in the Melbourne Cup. But, yeah, the box draw worries me.
I'm quite optimistic about the chances of Aston Lavinia in box 1. George has got a bit of speed, and it's not something that's consistent throughout that field. So I think she can make a big play. Who do you think is going to win it?
Look, I'm going to stick with Carry On Angel because of that run 4 starts ago where he did go 5:07, 29.20. And I think, you know, if he can do that again, he'll be hard to beat. I take your point about Aston Lavinia. She's a greyhound that can get out and go. And those 600-metre runs that she's had recently, Jace, probably are going to hold her in good stead heading into this series. She's getting stronger. She's got that speed, like you're saying. She's probably drawn the best out of all 8 greyhounds this week.
And we move on to TAB Melbourne Cup Prelude number 2, and this is the main event of the night. This is the one that we're all looking forward to. Koblenz and also Baruga Smoke go head-to-head after being so good last week. They both put on a real display.
Yeah, they did. And you know, when Dave and Rose Gill bred Uphill Gill, their former champion with Fernando Bale, you'd expect some early speed, wouldn't you, with a mating like that? And that's exactly what they got with Koblenz. 4.93. He timed the start really well, Jason, and he was just brilliant. He's a $1.65 favourite. As you mentioned, Baruga Smoke, a massive win last week. Had the inside draw, but just powered through, chased really well. He's at $6.50. You've really got to stick with Koblenz, don't you, the way he went last week. It was an incredible run, and it's a run that wins the Melbourne Cup.
He's got all the qualities of a Melbourne Cup winner, that blinding early speed, that strength to hold on after you've done the damage mid-race. So he's an elite talent, and looking forward to see how far he can go in the series. We'll move on to the third and final prelude of series number 1, George. And Hebridean Black is one that you want to highlight because his form recently has been superb. Well,
he nearly had 4 months off, Jason, and he's come back with 3 terrific wins. And I just love the way he's monstered his way through these victories. 29.61 at the Meadows. Then he was sort of in strife on that first corner last week. He got into a good position down in the back, and he just powered away. He's a big monster dog at 37.5 kilos. And what I like about him, Jason, is he's done it from awkward draws. He's done it from the middle of the track against good dogs. He's come back so well. I'm really looking forward to seeing his clash with the Adelaide Cup winner do it.
And there's a lot of speed down towards the inside. I think Sweet Petite can play a pretty big role in the race as well. Just on Do It, he was, I guess, fortunate to find himself in a position where he won the Adelaide Cup last week, but that's just the type of greyhound he is. Once he gets a chance, he makes the most of it because he's so strong.
Yeah, and he's so fast. I mean, we've seen him run, 29.16, I think, at Sandown is his PB, which is outstanding. And yeah, look, he's a little bit hit or miss at box rise. Box 4 is not going to do him any favours. He certainly deserved that Group 1 victory, and he's shown that he's capable of winning at that level. But I understand your point of view here. There's a little bit of speed drawn underneath him. Where is he going to situate on that first corner? Hebridean Black, he's not unbelievably brilliant early, but if he's close enough, just watch for him late. As I said, his recent form is unbelievable. Those
3 preludes are going to be very good indeed. Now we're going to have a look, George, at a bit of a long-term point of view in terms of the all-in market for the Melbourne Cup. And we thought we had a pretty firm grip on what that was going to look like with Aston Rupee at the top of the tree. And then last Saturday, we saw Typhoon Sammy strut his stuff, breaking the track record in the heat of the Bendigo Cup, and geez, how things can change. He went straight to the pointy end of the all-in market.
Yeah, he did. And before he came to Jason Thompson's kennels, he did win over 500 metres interstate. So he certainly got that form under his belt. Whether he can step up and take on the real big boys over that distance remains to be seen. But as you said, he's spiked up to around the $10 mark behind Aston Rupee and Koblenz.
Well, George, thanks for joining us as we look forward to what is going to be a really good card of racing.
Beautiful, mate. Looking forward to it.